You think that Russian sounds serious, right? Wait until you find out that we have cows ice skating and bears crushing ears in normal conversations. Привет, студенты! I'm Полина from Learn Russian Daily, and in this video, I will break down 6 of the funniest Russian idioms that actually make sense in a very Russian way. Okay, let's kick things off with one of my all-time favorites. Вешать лапшу на уши. Вешать лапшу на уши. To hang noodles on someone's ears. But what does it mean? To tell a lie. Yes, you hear me well. Russians are not lying, they're hanging noodles on someone's ears. For example, я опоздал на работу и сказал начальнику, что метро сломалось. Короче, навешал лапшу на уши. So I was late for work and I told my boss that the subway broke down. Long story short, I hung noodles on his ears. So you get it. A liar is hanging noodles on ears of the one who is hearing the lie. I like the next one, it's very visual. Как корова на льду. Как корова на льду. Like a cow on ice. You can picture it, right? A big, confused, clumsy cow trying to slide over the ice. And we're using this idiom when talking about someone clumsy, someone in an awkward situation. Let's make an example related to ice skating, but actually it can work in any kind of awkward situations. Он впервые встал на коньки и был как корова на льду. Он впервые встал на коньки и был как корова на льду. He got on skates for the first time and he was like a cow on ice. So it means that he was so clumsy, he didn't manage to do that, it was awkward. So it's not the kindest way to describe someone, but let's be honest, such a situation can happen to all of us at least once. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. If you like funny Russian idioms, then I have gathered these idioms I'm presenting you today, as well as a couple dozen other new idioms in a PDF, which you can download for free. I will leave the link in the description. Alright, now let's see one I have always found funny because of the difference between what we may imagine in first place and its real meaning. Дать в глаз. Дать в глаз. Literally, to give in the eye. That sounds almost poetic, doesn't it? We can already imagine someone offering a bouquet of flowers filling eyes with joy. Well, nope, not at all. Дать в глаз means actually to punch someone right in the face. For example, он начал вести себя ужасно, и кто-то дал ему в глаз. Он начал вести себя ужасно, и кто-то дал ему в глаз. He started behaving awful, and someone punched him in the face. That's direct. That's short. In other words, дать в глаз is totally Russian. Let's move on. Another funny one. Когда рак на горе свистнет. Когда рак на горе свистнет. When the crayfish whistles on the mountain. I could have put this one to the weird category rather than funny, but I don't know. I just like it and it makes me laugh because when the crayfish whistles on the mountain, that's ridiculous. When does the crayfish whistle? Can it whistle at all? And when does it do it on the mountain? Exactly. Never, never, ever. And the meaning of this idiom, it's about something that is never going to happen. For example, Когда ты вернешь мне деньги? Когда рак на горе свистнет? When will you pay me back? When will you give me back my money? When the crayfish whistles on the mountain. Exactly, never. Before to continue, let me know in the comments if you have funny or bizarre idioms in your language, or which one is your favorite here. Alright, next. Как в рот воды набрал? Как в рот воды набрал? As if they took water in their mouths. What does it mean? It's when someone suddenly goes completely silent, so you're asking something, but they refuse to answer. It's as if they are holding a mouthful of water and they are just staring at you without being able to open the mouth, without saying a single word. For example, я спрашиваю его, где он был, а он как в рот воды набрал. Я спрашиваю его, где он был. I'm asking him where he had been. А он как в рот воды набрал. And he was like as if he had water in his mouth. So he went completely silent and he refused to answer. Probably to avoid hanging noodles on someone's ears. I know some of you would have been disappointed if there wasn't at least one Russian idiom involving a bear. So here's one. Last but not least, медведь на ухо наступил. Медведь на ухо наступил. Literally, that means a bear stepped on their ear. That sounds unpleasant, right? Yet, it's not about a physical pain. It's about someone who's completely tone deaf or has no musical ability whatsoever. That's another kind of pain, though. But if you sing off key in Russia, you can still blame the bear. For example, ты слышал, как он поет? Ему медведь на ухо наступил. Ты слышал, как он поет? Did you hear him sing? Ему медведь на ухо наступил. A bear stepped on his ear. That's a bit brutal, that's a bit dramatic, but let's be honest, sometimes in some situations it seems kind of accurate. By the way, I wanted to tell you that if you are just starting out with Russian and you want to go deeper, then check the link in the description because I've got a beginner-friendly course for you which will take you step by step, without stress, without dry grammar tables, without noodles on your ears. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, there is a lot more where this came from. I break down Russian in a way that is fun, that is simple, and that is actually useful. So don't forget to like and subscribe not to miss a new video. Thanks for watching. Пока-пока.